Hello everyone and welcome back to Urbe Salus. I'm leader MJ15 and the internet is back on, so I'm back in my normal skin. Before we get started, if there's anything that we can pray for, please let us know. The email will be in the description. It is also the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. If you're enjoying these videos, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. It will definitely help out. Now today is going to be our 4th tutorial video. And this tutorial is all about mobs. So we're going to find a safe area to get started with this because some mobs can be quite destructive. Okay. So I'm in creative mode right now, so I have a whole inventory of mobs. And I'm going to be going through them all pretty quickly because there's a lot of mobs to go through and we want to watch our time. But I am going to go through them all, or at least all the ones that you see here, and also some that you have to use special processes to spawn. I hope this tutorial will be helpful for anyone who maybe wants to farm, or just for survival Minecraft in general. If you're trying to know what mobs to watch out for, what mobs might help out with your experience, what mobs might be good for farming. And of course this tutorial is for those who don't know a whole lot about mobs. So, and I'm sure there's more that I can learn as well. So I'm gonna go from experience. I'm not looking this up. So if you want to look up these mobs yourself, that is of course perfectly fine. I'm just going to run through them in-game. So, who do we have? Who is this? Piglin Brute. So, I've dealt with piglins before. The name would suggest that these are the piglins that cause you trouble. Now, he just turned into a zombified piglin. So, that's one fact about him. So, piglins are... they can be counted as hostile mobs. Now, zombified piglins are not hostile mobs. So, if a piglin comes into the overworld, he will zombify. So, you've got the Piglin Brute and the Piglin. And the Piglin Brute, the name suggests that they're the really mean ones. Now, the Piglins themselves will be mean too. The way that you distract them is through gold. So, if you find gold, use it to distract them. They're found in the nether, and they love gold. They love gold. That's how you distract them with it. There's also something to watch out for. If you're mining gold in the nether, don't let them find you. Because they think it's theirs. And they will attack you. So that's our piglin brute and our piglin. You've got a pig. That's pretty self-explanatory. They drop pork. And raw pork, you can eat raw pork, but there's a small chance that you will get food poisoning. So it's better to cook it. And it's not terrible food. It's better than rotten flesh, but it's also not the best food. If we go to our phantom, automatically starts burning. These guys, they appear at night or during rain if you haven't slept for 3 or more days. If you are 3 or more days without sleep, they will appear. They will attack you whenever there's not sunlight and you go out. Sometimes they will drop phantom membranes, which can be used to repair your elytra. Parrots, pretty self-explanatory. They find them in the jungle. They can be tamed using seeds, and they'll follow you around. And I'm sure they can also be bred using seeds. And pigs can probably be bred with wheat. Pandas. I don't have much experience with pandas, but you probably find them in the taiga forests or maybe in Iceland. I really don't have a lot of experience with them. Ocelot. I believe you find these in the jungle, but I'm not sure if you can tame them anymore and they'll become cats, because I believe they added cats as an actual mob. Let's see here. Oh. Yes, they added cats as an actual mob. So ocelots are separate from cats now. You can find ocelots in the jungle. You might be able to tame them, I'm not sure. They would probably stay as ocelots. Mule. That's what happens when you breed a horse and a donkey. And they might drop leather, I'm not sure. That's another one I don't have much experience with. That's more for farming, so if you want a mule. Mushroom! These are very similar to cows, but you find them on mycelium islands. You can shear them and they will drop their mushrooms and become a normal cow. If you breed 2 mushrooms, you get a baby mushroom and they can replace sheared mushrooms. They also they also drop beef, so. Magma cubes. These things are probably hurt by water. You find them in the nether, they'll hurt you. They drop magma cream. Where'd it go? Did it just... Where'd it go? Oh no, still there. They drop magma cream, which I believe you can use in brewing. Intriguing. It appears that the water does not hurt them. They just float. Okay. So, watch out for them in the nether. They will chase you if they get close enough. And they drop magma cream, which is useful for brewing, I believe. Llamas. They will spit at you if you hurt them. I believe they drop wool. Oh, just died. Find some of these with the Wandering Trader. You might, I'm not sure about these llamas. You might be able to tame them. I know there's a way that you can try to ride the Wandering Trader's llamas, but I'm not sure. Husks. These are desert zombies. Zombie wanders into the desert for too long, it'll probably turn into a husk. Horse. Pretty self-explanatory. You can tame them. They might drop leather, but you know, it's kind of cruel to farm horses for leather. You tame them with wheat. If you get a saddle, you can ride them. You can find horse armor, which is pretty rare in survival. And you can really soup them up. You can get diamond horse armor, which will help them be protected. They already are pretty tough, and they're great for transportation on land. So, you can find them in the grasslands and stuff. That is a hoglin. Very hostile. Very hostile. And piglins don't like them. So they probably drop pork, I'm not sure. Find them in the nether. And they're very mean. Very mean. Piglins don't like them. They will attack hoglins. That's a zoglin. It's a zombified hoglin. That's what happens when it comes into the overworld. Guardians. Find these by ocean monuments. They will attack you. They're very hostile. And I can't remember if it's both the Guardian and the Elder Guardian. I believe the Guardian's one has the laser, and the Elder Guardian will inflict you with... There's a certain effect that they inflict you with that makes life a lot harder. But they're both hostile. Guardians and Elder Guardians found in ocean monuments, and they're there to make it harder to get the loot. Goats. You find these in the mountains. They jump pretty high. You can milk them. And I don't know, when they get mad, they might buck. Or ram into different... I mean, they might ram into you, they might ram into another mob. Glow squid. Just like a squid, spawn in the ocean, except for the fact that they glow. And the ink sacs that you get if you kill them also glow. So you can use that to make your signs glow. And like a fish out of water. Oof. Ghasts. Found in the nether. They're very hostile. If they find you, they will shoot fire charges at you. Every now and then they drop a ghast tier, which can be used in brewing. Not sure where you find the fox. That's another one that I don't have a lot of experience with. It's a newer mob, but there it is. You might be able to tame it, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with it. You probably find it in a grassland. Not a savanna though, just a normal grassland. Evokers. Oh boy. Find these in woodland mansions and sometimes during raids. They will call in vexes. They're mean. Watch out for them. Vexes will make life a lot harder. That's the evoker. They will drop totems of undying, so that is a plus. These things make really terrible noises. Endermites. If you've ever used an ender pearl, then you know it'll help you teleport. But if you use them too much, one of these will spawn. They will attack you. That's pretty much all they're there for. Endermen don't like them. They will attack endermites. And it appears they're pretty tough. That's endermite. Now we move to endermen. If you look at their faces, they'll start screaming at you and attacking. They're very hard to get along with. They drop ender pearls, and they do not like water. In fact, rain will hurt them, and so will normal water. So if you want to keep them away from your house, or you just want to collect a bunch of ender pearls, moats are great. And they will spawn everywhere. You won't see them as often in the overworld or nether as you will in the end, but they do spawn everywhere. You can find them everywhere. Elder Guardian. A very big guardian. This guy will inflict you. I can't remember what he inflicts you with, but he will inflict you with an effect that is sure to make life a lot harder. Also found by ocean monuments, and probably find a lot of them near, or you find one of them near a lot of just regular guardians. Drowned. A water zombie. If a zombie wanders into the water, they become a drowned. Every now and then, they'll have a trident, and they'll throw it at you. And if they have a trident, there's a chance that they will drop the trident, and you can pick it up. If you enchant a trident with channeling, then during a thunderstorm, whatever you strike with the trident will, as long as it's a mob, will get hit by lightning. Or a lightning rod. Lightning rods also will get struck by a channeling trident. What else? Oh, and if you put Riptide on a trident, when you throw it underwater, instead of flying out of your hands, it will drag you through the water really fast. A donkey. You find these every now and then. You can probably ride them. I'm not sure what they're really good for, but they might drop leather. Breed this with a horse and you will get a mule. Dolphin. One of those really friendly creatures you find in the ocean. They're really fun to look at. creeper. Everybody who's had experience in Minecraft knows this guy, you want to watch out for. Just watch out for him. He'll sneak up on you, he'll blow up, and he'll take you with him. And whatever you've been working on. So, when he gets within 3 blocks of a player, he'll start his little fuse thingy, and he'll explode. However, if you get out of his radius and kill him, he will sometimes drop gunpowder. And they don't like cats, so if you want to keep them away, find a cat. Find a cat. A cow. They drop beef, leather, and you can milk them. Very useful. Very, very useful. You find them in the grasslands, maybe even in the savannah. They're more common. Beef is pretty good for food. If it's raw, there's a chance you'll get food poisoning. But there's better food. I believe beef is probably better than pork, but I'm not sure. They might be around the same for nutritional value. But cows are really good for farming. Let's see here. What do we have? A cod. A fish. You can fish for them. They're good food. And if you want to tame a cat, that's one of the fish that you can use. Use raw fish to tame a cat. It's cod and salmon. And you can find them in the ocean, in rivers, in lakes, and sometimes they'll just appear from fishing. If we go to chicken, they drop eggs, feathers, and chicken, which is pretty good food. Of course, there's a chance you'll get food poisoning if it's raw. Eggs can be used to make even better food, such as pies and cakes. I know it sounds weird. Why would a pie or a cake be better food? Cake is one of the best combat foods you can have in Minecraft. It's strange, but it's not really an unhealthy cake because it's just sugar, wheat, eggs, and milk. So, it's basically sweet bread. That's probably why it's so good for you. So that's a chicken. Chickens can't fly, but they can keep themselves from falling by flapping their wings. So they'll fall very slowly. They'll basically glide if they get pushed off of something. And a cat. Great for warding off creepers. Like dogs, I believe, they will attack anything that you attack or anything that attacks you. And cats will also bring you gifts every now and then. It's kind of like they go hunting. They'll bring back a fish or a rabbit's foot, and I believe that a rabbit's foot can be used in brewing. They might bring back a rabbit hide or a feather, some chicken. There's no telling what they'll bring, and they do it every now and then. They don't do it every time you go to sleep. They'll sit on chests and beds, and they'll teleport to you. Cats are really useful. Cave spiders. Always hostile and venomous. Small and really ominous looking. If you get bitten by a cave spider and you have the poison effect, you can drink milk and it will take off that effect. Blaze. I wonder what happens if you stick them in water. Yeah, hurts them automatically. So, another nether mob. They don't like water because they're basically metal fire thingies. They drop blaze rods, which are super useful for brewing, and also useful for making Eye of Ender to find the end. Which you combine blaze powder with ender pearl, and you get an Eye of Ender, which will show you where a stronghold is, and will also help you activate the end portal. So if you want to fight a blaze, bring snowballs. They do the most damage to blaze and will help it drop the blaze rod. Bee. If you mess with a beehive, they will sting you. But they're also really, really great because you can set up your own beehive. What's it called? You can set up a... So there's the beehive, and then there's... Oh, okay, there's a bee nest and a beehive. So the bee nest is the naturally growing place where you find bees, and then a beehive is where you can keep your own bees. And you can get honey from them, which is good food. You can make honey blocks with it, and I think you can get sugar from honey. I'm not sure. Bats. Bats are more of one of those nice to look at mobs in Minecraft. You find them in caves, they won't hurt you. I mean, it's really mean to hurt them, because they won't hurt you. Axolotl. One of the newer additions to Minecraft. It's in the Caves and Cliffs Part 1 update. They will attack most other sea mobs, including guardians and elder guardians, and I believe one of the only mobs they don't attack are like turtles, maybe dolphins. When they get hurt, they will pretend to be dead. It's a very interesting... And you look, they're attacking that elder guardian over there. So they will attack elder guardians, and if you help them attack the elder guardian, then they will be grateful to you. I believe there's like a certain effect they'll give you, and they're really fun to look at. Let's see, where did we leave off? Piglins. Pillagers. Polar bears. Pufferfish. Alright. We're getting close. Let's see here. Did I go over salmon? No, I didn't. Alright. Just grab that one. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We're almost done. And I did a little bit of research in the past, but a lot of this is from experience. Now, I haven't done much in the end. In fact, that's something we're going to cover in the Let's Play. But, so that was one of the things I had to look up when it comes to the shulkers. Hint, hint. They're in the end. And Alright, so to finish this up, we have zombified piglin. Find them all over the nether. They're not hostile, and unless you attack them. If you attack them, then all the zombie piglins will come after you in the nether. And piglins and piglin brutes turn into them if they come to the overworld. Zombie villager. This is what happens when zombies attack a village. Zombie villagers can be healed. It's quite a complex process. I'm not going to cover it. But it involves either a carrot or a golden carrot and a healing potion. They have to be careful though, because healing potion in and of itself will hurt them. So, zombie horses. I believe this is something that spawns during a thunderstorm. I know a skeleton horse spawns during a thunderstorm. There's a certain chance that it'll spawn if a skeleton gets struck by lightning. There will be 3 skeletons and a zombie horse. I mean a skeleton horse. This is a zombie. Find them all over the place. They're really hard to get along with, and they burn in daylight. They drop rotten flesh, which is really low on nutritional value, and 9 times out of 10 gives you food poisoning. Turtles are useful. You can get scutes from them and use it to make a turtle shell helmet, which will give you 10 seconds of water breathing underwater. Vexes. The evokers will spawn them in. They make life really hard. They're hard to hit, and they hit you, so, Villager. Zombies already chasing them. Find them in villages. And they have different jobs. You can trade with them, upgrade their status in their particular job, and get better things from their trades. They will they will give you certain discounts if you save the village from a raid. Vindicators are they're an illager, just like evokers. And what is he doing? Oh, he's going after the villager too. Appears that they kick villagers out of their houses and be really mean. Wandering trader uses invisibility potion a lot. They randomly spawn with llamas, and you can trade with them for stuff that you don't normally get from villagers. If you hear one and you're looking for him, you can't see him, look for these little bubbles. He uses invisibility potion. Witches happen when a villager gets struck by lightning. They'll throw potions at you to hurt you, and they'll drink potions to heal themselves. They're hard to deal with, and they're hostile. Wither skeleton. You find these in nether fortresses. They will drop. Well, they'll inflict you with the wither effect, and they will drop wither skeleton heads sometimes, which will help you construct a wither, which is one of our boss mobs. The wither will drop a nether star, but that's a really hard fight. That is a really hard fight. You can use nether star to make a beacon. Wolf. Tame a wolf, you get it all. Apparently they don't like skeletons. And if you're not careful, they won't like you either. So be careful around wolves. Tame them, you get a dog, which is a really great companion. Dogs will teleport to you, and they will attack anything that you attack. Zoglin, recover those. Zombified hoglins. And they're really mean. Tropical fish. Find these in coral reefs. You can eat them, and they're really pretty. Trader llama. You find these with the wandering trader. I believe you can... Yeah, you can ride them. Of course, they might spit at you. Strider, you find the strider in the nether. They walk on lava and you can ride them. They're not hostile. However, water hurts them. Because they walk on lava normally. Stray, this is a skeleton you find in Iceland and the taiga. They will inflict you with slowness. Really mean. Really mean. Squid. Pretty self-explanatory. They drop ink, which can be used to make book and quill. And also black dye. Spiders. Not hostile until they touch darkness. And then they become hostile. They will drop spider's eye, which you can use in brewing. And also strings, which can be used for crossbows and bows. Which are really helpful. However, these guys are not helpful because they can climb up walls and they will attack you. Skeleton horse. We covered the fact that during a storm, if a skeleton gets struck, there's a certain chance that these will spawn with a skeleton rider. Every now and then they'll spawn without a rider, but that's really rare. Slimes. Hostile until you break them down to like the third time. When you attack a slime, it divides into more slimes. It goes to medium slime, then small slime, and then the small slimes drop slime blocks, which can be used, or slime balls, which can be used to make sticky pistons and slime blocks, which will stick to other blocks. Skeletons, another hostile mob. They'll shoot you with their bows. They burn in daylight, and you can get an achievement called Sniper Duel by shooting a skeleton from a certain distance. They will drop bones also, which can be used for bone meal, which will help your plants grow faster. Silverfish, you find these in strongholds near the... Oh, those are weird. Near the end portal, and so there's a silverfish spawner, and then there's a silverfish spawner, and there's different hidden blocks made out of stone, and it's actually a silverfish nest hidden in some of the stone blocks. So it's not really stone, it's a silverfish nest, and they will attack you and make your life hard. I believe they'll make you like hop into the air. Go ahead and take out that spawner when you see it. Shulkers. Yeah. They will drop shulker shells, which can be used to make shulker boxes, which can be used to transport stuff while they're in them. If you break a chest, all the stuff comes out. You make a shulker box. The stuff stays in it when you break it, so you can carry more stuff in your inventory. However, shulkers are found in end cities, which are across the void from the main end island where the Ender Dragon is. You go to an end city, they will try to attack you. Their attack will make you levitate, which will make it harder for you to attack them. And you also have to watch out because they blend in with the purple purpur blocks in the end city. So, be careful. Salmon, another fish that you can use to tame a cat. and they're also good for food. Sheep, they drop mutton and wool. I believe you might be able to make string from wool. Wool is also very useful for beds, which will help you reset your spawn point and skip the night. So there you have sheep. They will spawn pretty much anywhere a cow or a pig or a chicken would. Ravagers. Ravagers spawn during raids. They're technically an illager. They look kind of like a big buffalo or wildebeest or something. No, well, not a wildebeest, a buffalo or a bison. And they're really mean, and they're hard to take out. Rabbits. They will drop rabbit meat and rabbit skin, which is kind of like leather. And you might be, maybe able to get rabbit's foot from them, which you can use in brewing. They will spawn in the desert. They will spawn in the grasslands and the savannah. What's this? Oh, pufferfish. Pufferfish. If you try to eat a pufferfish, it will poison you. It will poison you. They also spawn in the ocean, anywhere that tropical fish would. And what is that? Oh, polar bear. You find these in the taiga and maybe in the icelands, but definitely in the taiga. Don't have a lot of experience with them, but polar bear. Pillager. You're very basic, well, not very basic, but one of the most annoying illagers. Okay, all illagers are annoying. But anyway, this guy has a crossbow. We'll try to shoot you with it every now and then. They'll have enchanted crossbows. And also every now and then they'll drop a crossbow. So, that is our full list of mobs. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it helps out. Also, pillagers and any other illagers such as a witch, a vindicator, an evoker, they'll spawn during raids. You'll find them in the woodland mansion. And they make life harder. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful. And if there's anything that we can pray for, let us know. Once again, the email's in the description. It's also the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. If you've been enjoying these videos, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. It'll definitely help out. And we need to get to our verse for this video. So, our verse for this video will be in Proverbs. And will be in Proverbs chapter 1, verses 8 and 9. I'm reading from the NIV. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. Those are our verses for this video. Once again, if there's anything that we can pray for, please let us know. God bless, and thank you for watching.